Education has always been a cornerstone of human society, shaping individuals and, by extension, entire civilizations. The philosophy of education, a field that examines the purpose, process, nature, and ideals of education, plays a crucial role in how educational practices and policies are formulated. At the heart of this philosophy lies the cultivation of critical thinking, a skill that is increasingly recognized as essential in our rapidly changing world. Critical thinking enables individuals to analyze, evaluate, and create new concepts and ideas, empowering them to navigate the complexities of modern life. Critical thinking is not just about acquiring knowledge, it is about developing the ability to question, reflect, and make reasoned judgments. This process is fundamental to personal growth and societal progress. The cultivation of critical thinking requires a shift from traditional rote learning methods to more dynamic and interactive educational practices. It involves encouraging students to ask questions, engage in debates, and explore different perspectives. The roots of critical thinking can be traced back to the teachings of Socrates, who believed that questioning and dialogue were essential to understanding the world. Socratic questioning is a method that stimulates critical thinking by challenging assumptions and exploring the underlying beliefs that shape our thoughts and actions. This method is still relevant today, as it encourages students to think deeply and independently. In the context of education, critical thinking involves several key components. Firstly, it requires the ability to identify and define problems clearly. This involves recognizing the underlying issues and understanding the context in which they arise. Once the problem is identified, students must gather and assess relevant information, considering various sources and perspectives. This step is crucial, as it helps students to build a comprehensive understanding of the issue at hand. Next, students must analyze the information, identifying patterns, relationships, and inconsistencies. This analytical process is where critical thinking skills are most evident, as students must evaluate the validity and reliability of the information they have gathered. They must also consider the implications of their findings, exploring the potential consequences of different courses of action. Another important aspect of critical thinking is the ability to develop and articulate well-reasoned arguments. This involves presenting evidence in a clear and logical manner, and considering counter-arguments. Effective communication is essential, as it allows students to share their ideas and engage in meaningful discussions with others. This process helps to refine their thinking and deepen their understanding of complex issues. Critical thinking also involves the ability to reflect on one's own thinking processes. This metacognitive aspect is crucial, as it helps students to recognize their own biases and assumptions, and to consider how these might influence their judgments. By reflecting on their thought processes, students can develop greater self-awareness and become more open to new ideas and perspectives. In order to cultivate critical thinking skills, educators must create a learning environment that encourages curiosity, exploration, and dialogue. This involves moving away from traditional lecture-based teaching methods and towards more interactive and student-centered approaches. For example, problem-based learning, PBL, is a method that engages students in solving real-world problems, requiring them to apply their knowledge and think critically. This approach not only enhances critical thinking skills, but also makes learning more relevant and meaningful. Another effective strategy is the use of collaborative learning, where students work together in groups to explore and solve problems. This collaborative process encourages students to share their ideas, challenge each other's thinking, and build on each other's strengths. It also helps to develop important social skills, such as communication, teamwork, and empathy. Technology can also play a significant role in promoting critical thinking. Digital tools and resources provide new opportunities for interactive and immersive learning experiences. For example, online discussion forums, virtual simulations, and multimedia presentations can engage students in critical thinking activities, allowing them to explore complex issues from multiple perspectives. Assessment is another important aspect of cultivating critical thinking. Traditional tests and exams often focus on memorization and recall, rather than the application of knowledge. Alternative assessment methods, such as project-based assessments, portfolios, and reflective journals, can provide a more accurate measure of students' critical thinking skills. These methods allow students to demonstrate their ability to analyze, evaluate, and create, rather than simply regurgitate information. The role of the teacher is also crucial in fostering critical thinking. Teachers must model critical thinking skills themselves, demonstrating how to question, analyze, and reflect. They must also create a supportive and inclusive classroom environment, where students feel safe to express their ideas and take risks. Providing constructive feedback is essential, as it helps students to improve their thinking processes and develop greater confidence in their abilities. Moreover, the curriculum must be designed to promote critical thinking across all subject areas. This involves integrating critical thinking skills into the learning objectives and activities for each subject. For example, in science, students might be asked to design and conduct experiments, analyze data, and draw conclusions based on evidence. In history, they might examine primary sources, consider different interpretations of events, and develop their own arguments. In literature, they might analyze texts, explore themes and characters, and evaluate different literary techniques. The benefits of cultivating critical thinking extend beyond the classroom. Critical thinking skills are essential for success in the workplace, as they enable individuals to solve problems, make informed decisions, and adapt to changing circumstances. In a rapidly evolving job market, the ability to think critically is highly valued by employers. It is also important for active citizenship, as critical thinkers are better equipped to engage in democratic processes, evaluate political arguments, and make informed decisions about social and ethical issues. Furthermore, critical thinking contributes to personal well-being and fulfillment. By developing the ability to think critically, individuals can better understand themselves and the world around them. They can make more informed choices, set and achieve personal goals, and build meaningful relationships. Critical thinking also fosters a lifelong love of learning, as it encourages curiosity, creativity, and a desire for continuous improvement. In conclusion, the philosophy of education must prioritize the cultivation of critical thinking as a fundamental goal. This involves creating a learning environment that encourages questioning, exploration, and dialogue, and using teaching methods and assessments that promote critical thinking skills. It also requires the active involvement of teachers, who must model and support critical thinking in their classrooms. By fostering critical thinking, education can empower individuals to navigate the complexities of modern life, contribute to societal progress, and achieve personal fulfillment. This shift in educational philosophy is essential for preparing students to face the challenges and opportunities of the future.